we're the Veronicas. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jess, and I'm 1 minute older.
We're twins. Identical
Obviously.
twins, obviously. Born on Christmas Day. Nice surprise for Mum.
We were born in Brisbane, Australia, and right now we're living in Los Angeles, America. And yeah, it's been crazy. We're 21 years old, and I guess this started. The Veronicas kind of started when we were about 19. We got signed to Warner Brothers, so it's, you know, we've been singing our whole lives. We started when we were 5 so
old.
we've just, you know, been going since then, never stopped.
I kept my mouth shut from the start. I guess I left you in the dark. You thought you knew me, but you don't. You say you love me, but you won't. When you find out who I am, I kept my mouth shut for too long. All this time you got me wrong. Now we're in this way too far, and I'm about to break your heart to everything we had apart. 'Cause I'm feeling lost when I'm in your arms. The reasons are gone for why I was holding on to you. I tried so hard to be the one. I don't like who I've become. I kept my mouth shut for too long. Now I know that it was wrong.
Every year we used to stand in front of the Christmas tree, and we wouldn't let Mum and Dad start like the dinner before Christmas Day until we sang at least 20 Christmas carols. I kind of felt sorry for them.
We kind of do it like at any, you know, not only at Christmas, but like before every dinner time as well.
Yeah.
We'd have to act out Cinderella or Cats the musical or some crazy thing.
Yeah.
And I think they eventually got so kind of tired of it that they decided to put us in like a theatre company just to kind of get us out of their, you know, out of their kitchen. Two of the biggest ones would have had to be Rocky Horror. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror we saw Rocky Horror when we were probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
Mum was like, girls, I'm going to sit you down, I'm going to show you a movie. We were like, okay, Mummy.
So that was quite a shock,
And,
you know, watching
yeah.
Rocky Horror at that point, but we loved it. And also Grease was a big one for us as
Yeah.
well, actually.
I always wanted to be Sandy.
I fell in love with John Travolta. I think he was so cool.
Yeah.
Our dad also, you know, he used to play keyboard and guitar, so he would make up these songs on guitar, and they were just hilarious. Like Two Little Girl Had Dirty Feet, remember that one? And we would just go crazy, and we'd just sit there for hours singing along with him, and it was just so much fun, you know. And he was in a band, so growing up we were around that. You know, we'd have these parties at our house, and his band would play, and we would love it. You know, we'd always be. We have, you know, home video footage of us dancing around and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, music was always around, and it's kind of the coolest and the biggest part of our life, I guess. Our brother used to actually perform with us when we were younger. We used to have this group together, so it would be the three of us, and we'd always do our music, and we actually won quite a few competitions.
Yeah.
Like, we were good when we were like younger and stuff, the three of us, we rocked. But I mean, eventually, you know, he grew up, he went into high school, and he had other, you know, interests and stuff. He's more the politically minded kind of type now, and he, you know, the brains. So he's awesome. I mean, he still loves music, but obviously just, you know, listening to it rather than being, you know, actively involved in it. School, I mean, we kind of did all the performance arts subjects like dance, drama, music, film and television, all of that stuff. You know, we'd kind of skip sports day and all the kind of PE lessons, and we'd write songs instead.
We used to get Mum to either write notes so we could stay home and write songs, or we'd just go to the dance room and make up dances or do drama stuff, or, you know, we'd even be editing in the film and TV room. Like, you know, we used to try to do Romeo and Juliet, like film stuff. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
You're a little obsessed with me.
Veronicas kind of started when we were about 19. We got signed to Warner Brothers. The album, I mean, we'd been writing it probably about a year and a half to 2 years ago.
You can call me 6 times, but still I won't pick up the phone. You can spend all your money on me, but still I'll say no. You can write a million letters every day confessing to me that I am the girl of your dreams. But nobody ever asked me. I never looked at you that way, 'cause I always thought you were gay.
The Secret is really old because we wrote it, we wrote most of it years ago. It was the
verses of it.
The verses we wrote probably like 3 years ago.
3 or
Maybe,
4
no, it would have
years
been
ago.
more because it was
Maybe
grade
5.
12.
So it was like, it was
Yeah,
actually, we
long
wrote that one about this dude that was kind of obsessed with Jess.
Yeah.
I mean, the first line's, you're a little obsessed with me, so I mean.
And I'm a little bit scared of you.
So we kind of took that whole concept and made it into kind of something else, you know, and wrote the rest of the song. But that's probably the oldest idea we'd had that actually made the album.
Yeah.
You can call me 6 times, but still I won't pick up the phone. You can spend all your money on me, but still I'll say no. You can write a million letters every day confessing to me that I am the girl of your dreams.
You know, when we first started writing on the guitar, we mainly just wrote about boys, and like we'd do it just to kind of get revenge, really, because we'd go sing him out in public, be like, this is a bad boy, you know, that was an idiot. Or then we wrote this song about a girl we didn't like, so just be like, this is about a girl we don't like.
I mentioned her name a few times too, like that's all I can do that because it's slander or something. I don't know. But I think
we don't sing that song anymore. We don't sing that song anymore. You know, that's still the way we approach songwriting, is writing about our experiences or feelings and thoughts, breakups, friendships, growing up, you know, fighting for your opinion or trying to stay true to yourself, and you know, all those issues that everyone kind of goes through and has to deal with at some point in their life. So
we realised after the whole year writing trip that like every 5th song that we'd written was about, you know, don't change me and don't, you know, try to make me something else. So we realised that we had some underlying
bit of a complex, maybe.
complex about that. We think because we just kept writing songs and we didn't even realise about that. That's kind of, you know, it's funny.
Oh no, don't go changing. That's what you told me from the start. Thought you were something different. That's when it all just fell apart. Like you're so perfect, and I can't measure up. Well, I'm not perfect. Just only
Billy Steinberg is just like the love of my life. He's just the love of both of our lives. Like he's the coolest guy.
One kissed my left foot, the other kissed my right foot. And I said, get up off the ground, girls. So they got up off the ground, and no, I mean, they're so unbelievably charming.
I mean, the way we songwrite is always kind of different. We'll tend to write lyrics and melody at the same time, and we'll both kind of split it, have our ideas.
Yeah, the really great songwriters we worked with, like the ones that actually had names, had no ego at all, and they were the ones that were really keen to hear our ideas, and you know, they're very approachable, and they're the ones that like you're most intimidated by. Like when we got into a room with Billy Steinberg or Max Martin, it was kind of like, you know, before we were like stressing out, like, oh my, like they're gonna ask us what our ideas are.
I know.
You're just like, you're like, great, how are we gonna tell Billy Steinberg, you know,
Our ideas.
When he's written hits like a Virgin, like songs that are just classics.
It's just incredible that someone that can have that much talent and success can be that cool and grounded. And have you got your Billy ring on?
You got a ring, actually. This ring, this green ring is from Billy Steinberg. This means I'm his girl. He said he got them. I don't even know where he got them from, but he said they were so little that he was like, who can I give these to? And he was like, the 2 littlest chicks I know are, you know, Lisa and Jess, so he gave us these rings.
One of the things that really appeals to me is the thing that happens, that only happens with siblings. Their instincts and their abilities to sing harmony. It's beyond something they think about. They just do it.
You know what, we tend to write lyrics and melody at the same time, but not always, but you know, we've noticed that we tend to do that.
Or we could go in with a song title. You know, it just really depends on the mood and the vibe of you know, what's happening. I mean, some songs can take a day, some songs can take a month. At the end of the day, it's like we've got to sing this song and we've got to believe it and we've got to love it. So, you know, otherwise we're not going to be convincing when we're doing it.
she was tearing us apart, 'cause she's
I mean, we've also got songs on the record that we haven't written, that we love, and that, you know, we felt confident enough that we believed so much in what it was saying that we could make it our own. And, you know, we're not the sort of being songwriters ourselves, we're not the sort of people or artists that are going to sit there and be like, oh, well, we
Unless
didn't
I
write
have
the
my
song.
name on it, you know, I'm not going to sing it.
You look back, Michael Jackson didn't care that he didn't write Thriller. You know, Elvis didn't care that he didn't write half of his songs. You know, so many, Madonna, you know, no doubt. And I think people are quick
more
to
about
say,
making it your own.
yeah, and people are quick to say now. Sorry, I was just saying. People are quick to say these days, like, oh, they didn't write that song. They're crap. They're not real artists. It's like, well, no, that's just a stigma that pop music's had attached to it because of record companies manufacturing artists.
Now sometimes you have to prove yourself. We're always trying to prove ourselves, you know, in that regard of you know, we are artists, we do write our own songs, we write songs for other people, and we can sing and we love music. So, I mean, we are trying to prove ourselves, but at the same time, you know, you can't please everyone. You know, as long as we're loving it and we're staying true to ourselves, then that's all we can do.
Yeah, we're not trying to make the world love us. We're just doing what we love, and we're just lucky that a lot of people relate to it. So, yeah.
Every day I sit here waiting. Every day just seems so long. Now I've had enough of all the hating. Do we even care? It's so unfair. Any day it'll all be over. Every day there's nothing new, and I'm just trying to find some hope to
Later this year, yeah, hopefully around August, to do a bigger tour. So, you know, we've got our hands full enough in the show just doing our own album. So
It's crazy, you know, how
how
young
11,
they are
12,
now.
and 13-year-olds are doing and saying these days. We don't encourage any of that.
Yeah.
We're just real people, and we're not gonna, you know, sugarcoat anything. You know, that people know who we are. They know what to expect if they come to the show. I just think, you know, you just laugh because people, you know, they can write. People will write whatever they want anyway.
heavily broken, and I don't know what to do. Can't you see that I'm choking? And I can't even move when there's nothing left to say. What can you do? Heavily broken, and there's nothing I can do.
For us, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's musical guests performing the single When It All Falls Apart from the album The Secret Life of the Veronicas. Here are the Veronicas.
Rove was cool, and he was a cool guy. I mean, that was the first kind of nighttime TV appearance we've done, huh?
yeah.
So I mean, that was fun.
You know, we watched that show from the first episode when it started, so for us to actually be invited to go on it was just the biggest thing for us, you know. We had so much fun.
we did.
And it's a really good studio, and the crowd were really cool.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Hey.
So you've got the gigs in Brizzy coming up soon?
Yeah,
And is that the last for the tour?
Yeah,
How's the States going for you?
it's going good.
Do you have a house?
We rent a house, yeah, there with 5 other people.
Most
5
famous
boys.
person you've met in LA?
You
totally talk like twins. I'll leave you to it, but have fun.
Thank you, babe.
Having the day from hell. It was all going so well. Before you came, you told me you needed space. With a kiss on the side, my face. Not again, and not to mention, here's my shame. When I should have kicked your ass instead, I needed attention.
Our performance kicked ass, man. It's fun. You know, it was just, we just had fun. I mean, you know, kick ass. I'm just being stupid.
She doesn't like us doing the pout. She likes
We had fun, we enjoyed it, so that's kind of the main thing. It's just that vibe. We're kind of perfectionists when it comes to that sort of stuff. So when they're really sweet and they played back the video, and Jess and I will pick each other and ourselves apart till the end of the day, you know, because we want things to be perfect.
Well, thanks again. Enjoy Brisbane.
Wait, there's gonna be makeup on. Yeah, it's because my eyes are being funny. No, it's just a bit of eyeliner. Oh, shame. How long has it been there for? No, it was only a tiny bit's gone. Thanks.
I am temperamental.
Yeah, baby, come to next to me. Do you reckon I should wear this necklace or these two? This is my breakfast. I had 2 Codral cold and flu tablets. I had 2 antibiotics, 15 mils of Benadryl cough medicine. Oh, and then I had an iron tablet. Quite amazing. That was my breakfast. I woke up and I didn't have a voice, so that's a great start to a really big day. See you guys, everybody.
Love doing this, seeing the kids, they're all going to be out there, be excited, the girls are excited. We love this kind of stuff, man. It's all about the kids.
Rod, I heard you're an international pop sensation. Look at him, of course he is.
Oh,
That amount of people.
Timber was insane.
Like, I was shocked. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, the last time we did an in-store signing,
100, maybe 300 people turned up.
yeah.
Which was huge.
I'd do more of them. I think they're so fun. It's just, you know, you can't have to sit there signing for a couple of hours.
I think it was 5,000 people. I think it was like an official number of around about 5,000 people, which is just ridiculous.
I am like a hot avocado. I am sentimental. You don't know me at all. I have expectations. I want to be wonderful. And I want a conversation. But you don't know me at all.
This is Lisa's ego moment. She doesn't like what I say sometimes, so she gives me the shut up look. I don't like
I don't just shut up look. At least I give you the shut up look and don't talk over you like you do.
it. No, I have something to say and you try to butt in.
Stop. Okay, so here's the deal. I understand, but at the moment my voice is worse. So how's it worse? I've been sick, you haven't. Dude, I'm getting sick. You're almost over it. You've had it for nearly 2 weeks. Anyway, Lisa, it's not. Why are you even saying?
Don't do that look to me.
What?
You were doing the shut up look. Move on.
Dude.
Keep going, I'm sorry. I swear to God, don't. Don't, Lisa! I'll throw this green pillow at you.
Do it.
Wreck your hair.
I'm the younger twin by 1 minute, but they said I'm older. It's cool. I don't think I've ever read one article where they've actually got everything wrong.
2 minutes till we're here.
Fine. Is the rest to buy now? Yeah, definitely, because I'll be autographing the CD for you. Okay.
You'll notice that I am always stuffing my face with food. I pretty much haven't stopped eating since I walked in here and saw the free food. And I am juggling tea and Red Bull. Let's test it out.
Let's go, guys. Let's do this.
I know what you're thinking. I can tell what you're waiting.
Security dude's freaking out.
That you're pretending, but you don't fool me at all. It's been you it all. You take
My goodness.
and you hang it on your wall. Just when you think that it's all tragedy, don't worry, baby, I'll go slow. Hold on tight. I'm a revolution. Close your eyes. I'll blow your mind. I'm a revolution. Close your eyes. I'll blow your mind.
Thank you so much for everything, guys.
I'm a revolution.
Ready, girls?
To explain.
Love you. It was like a sign, you sign something, and then a hug.
The hugs are what kill you, man.
But my legs got such a good workout because
That's
I
what I
kept
figured.
having to get up and down. I was like,
That's why
I feel so worn out, but not from signing. Like my hands fine.
my hands find my
I could have signed for another 4 hours, but in the hugs, I was just like,
We used to line up at the mall thing always. We do it. Actually, one time was Chris Isaac.
Yeah.
That was the one we kind of remember the most because he called Jess really cute.
Yeah,
he was like,
said
"You're
I
really
was
cute,"
I was
and we were
stoked
like,
for, 3
"Oh
years.
my god, he called you cute!" And then we were like, we still remember
For the
it
next
now.
3 years, I bragged to anyone I ever met, whether I knew them or not, like, Chris Isaac thinks I'm cute. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of can relate to those people that are stoked when you kind of make the effort to go out and do that sort of stuff and sign stuff for people, talk to them and have photos and all that. I think it's so important because it had such a big influence over us when we were younger. We were so excited to be able to do that. So
I guess that's why we're so active with our fans, like on the internet especially and stuff like that, because we see it's so important.
yeah.
To us anyway.
it's my best friend Tani and our best friend Maggie. Of course, we are the hotter best friends.
But we have the same glasses. Tani and Maggie, they came over and visited us in LA
Last year.
and it was so much fun. It was a bit of a shame though because we only got to see them for a week before we had to go on a big radio promo tour.
And it was a blast to have them over there. We're trying to convince them to come back over as soon as they can.
Yeah.
To them, we're just Lacey and Jessie, but to other people that talk to them, they're like, oh, the Veronicas, and they're kind of like, oh, it's Lisa and Jess, So I guess they're kind of also going through that kind of weirdness that we kind of first went through when people started to recognise us.
Now, where's your sister? What's going on?
She's a little sick. We actually just came from the airport, so she'll be all right, okay? She'll be all good. She's tough. I have kicked her out of the group, so it is true.
It's just the Veronica now.
Exactly. No, we never drank to the States. It was weird though. we actually did have fake IDs, which we
You
tried.
didn't?
We did.
Oh my God.
Jess tried to purchase beer from the supermarket with a fake ID, and she handed the ID and like wanted to look all confident, and the lady's like, no, this is fake. And we had all of these disapproving looks. She was turning into fake ID. She's like, I can't accept this. I ran off. Jess had to get the rest of the groceries with all of these people like looking under, shaking their head. What are we doing right now?
Hurry up and wait.
Oh, high school?
It is a bit like
It
that.
is a bit like that. I mean, there's a lot of waiting around in this industry.
How many? We're doing 4 songs, aren't we? Oh, okay, fine.
You can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
But when you're there, it's a lot of waiting around. Like, there is a lot of being rushed around. Like our schedules sometimes are so hectic you don't even know where you are. I mean, I woke up
one extreme to the other, really.
I woke up in Australia last tour and I thought I was in America. And I was kind of so confused for about half the day. I was like, everyone here's got Australian accents. And someone went, what'd you say? And I was like everyone today's got Australian accents. And it was just stupid. Like I was having some weird ass moment. And they were just like, Lise, like you're in Australia. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Idiot.
Like cute. There's girls everywhere.
I'm hungry, I'm dirty, I'm losing my mind. Everything's fine. I'm freezing, I'm starving, I'm bleeding to death. Everything's fine. I miss you, I love you.
Jesus, chicks are crazy,
guys
man.
want
They're gonna
Sonny's?
kill each other.
What do you need half flush for?
For a pee-pee.
And you're using the same amount of water as if you do the full flush.
Because you do double flushes.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Because you're holding it down for as
double the
long
amount of time.
as the
Hold
full
it down.
flushes go.
Yeah,
You
but it
press
doesn't
it,
get
but
it all
it's still
down.
yellow.
I
man.
have
You need
the
to
answer.
hold
I
it.
have the answer. You gotta pee and poo in the sink. Then you're fine.
We see ourselves as a band now. It's not Lisa and Jessica, the Veronicas, with a band. It's the band is the band.
For it to get to this point, we've had to audition, a lot of band members and
No, we auditioned girls.
We were open to having girls or boys, and it just kind of worked out that way, fortunately, because I think, as far as me and Jess go, like this whole female combination, I think is enough for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, people have come and gone, but the 4 guys we have now, we're just like such an awesome family. There's no egos whatsoever in the band except for me and Jess, and no fights either except for me and Jess. So, I mean, it's like
They're the best.
we found the best guys possible. I mean, even when we're putting together our live show, well, we love to hear what they have to say and like they want to put into it and all the rest of it because they got to play the music. We figure
It's definitely a team effort,
Robbie G!
Oh, Robbie G!
He's the love of my life. The thing about Robbie is I think if any of them could be our brother, it would be him.
Yeah.
He's definitely the one that we have this love-hate, Jess definitely has this love-hate relationship with him.
I want lessons of guitar. I'll pay you an extra $10 a day.
You know what? I'll tell you what it is. It's the fact that he's in love with me and he can't admit it.
No, I don't know about that. Jess likes to think that. Rob's thing is like, Jessie, I hate you. You're Satan reincarnated. And it's like, Lisa, darling, I love you. You're an angel. It's like, he's the coolest guy. And we feel so lucky to have him in our band. He's kind of like,
So talented.
He's the like medium for us too. Like, we're having a bit of a fight. Like, come on, girls,
Yeah, if there's someone I need to talk to about something, it's him.
You know what I have to say? This guy is really boring. He's talking about news, about watching TV, about vitamin D.
See, George,
boring.
this is why he's a part of the road crew. Because George is not an intellectual.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't watch TV, so
Yeah, you're right.
that makes me very, 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 very ignorante.
Oh my God,
George is the craziest guy I've ever met in my life.
Same.
I'm feeling alright. I'm probably the coolest guy in this bathroom right now.
He's an absolute superstar in his own right.
He should be fronting his own band. We feel so lucky to have him.
He's one in a billion.
He is. He's one in a billion. He's like a little boy in a man's body. Until he gets on stage and he just turns into this massive rock star. And it's just like, whoa.
And he's so funny. Like,
He's from Brazil originally. And
but he doesn't look Brazilian. He's like this pale skin, dark hair. He's got this kind of Brazilian accent with a bit of American in there. And his English is, it's a little shady.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Like we're
Put it
constantly
bluntly.
laughing at what he says.
Who is the coolest person we've ever met? George.
George is hot. George is hot.
Holy baby.
Baby Paulie.
I think George gave him that name.
Yeah.
Baby Paulie. He's actually the youngest in the group. He's younger than me and Jess too. I think he's 20. And he's just the sweetest guy. He's so quiet. Like when we first met Paulie, you know, he's tall, very good looking, and he's an awesome bass player. We feel lucky because we were actually, you know, we've gone through a few bass players and finally be with him. It's just like, it just felt something was missing in the group. You know, just this combination. And as soon as he entered the band, it was just like, boom, like everything, the whole dynamic changed to just perfect. Yeah, it was incredible. Vic. George and Vic always share a room. They're the roomies together when we go on tour. Vic's very mysterious. He was kind of, at the beginning, he was quite hard to get to know. He's the most beautiful of the group, we would say. That's why I said yesterday, we took a photo and I was like, why does Vic always look the most beautiful? We were saying, like, we had a competition between me, Paulie, and Rob, and we were like, who do you think uses the mirror more, Vic or Lisa? And we were like, we actually went with Vic. We were like, we think it might be Vic, which is pretty hard because that girl uses the mirror more than anyone.
What? What? My ears are, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you past this good looking.
It's great because if we've forgotten our, you know, our tweezers, or if we've forgotten our hair straightener, or, you know, pencil sharpener, eyeliner sharpener, we're like, Vic, have you got a blow dryer, and, you know, all this stuff, he's got it all.
Leave me alone, this isn't gonna work. Put me on the phone, I'm all out of words. I'll face the unknown, thinking about all the ways that I've grown.
He's the original first band member for the Veronicas. We were just, I think we lucked out with him. We just got so lucky. Yeah. They're the best. You know, we found the best guys possible to do this with, so it's cool. Hey. Before we had released anything, we started doing press interviews and stuff just about, you know, getting signed to the deal and stuff. And people were quick to say, like, oh, what makes you different? What makes you different? Blah, 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 blah. You know, two girls doing pop rock music. Oh, like we haven't seen that before and stuff like that. And we used to say to them, you know what, it's fine because we don't need to prove anything to you until we come back to Australia and then, you know, come to a live show and then be quick to judge. Kind of like, have you heard the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack, second soundtrack? Yeah. Rob, you're fired. Get off. We love what we do, and for us, that whole live performance side of things, I mean, growing up doing musical theatre on stage, that's the fun bit for us, getting up on stage and singing our songs and singing live. I mean, what's the point of going up there and miming to begin with? You know, our love of music is what's got us here and what's, you know, keeping us going.
No, Rob.
Half an hour.
No, Rob, I will not go out with you. God, it's so annoying. We love the Veronicas.
This is awesome. Oh my gosh, let me pass that back to you. Hey Kate, how are you?
On the other side.
Are you serious? The amount of people that have said stuff to us and then come to a show, it's pretty funny. They just shut up and they just go, "That was great."
band was in the States, and it was Huntington Beach. And it was for, I think, a fashion show.
It was for Teen Vogue.
And get this, so it was like a big deal. You know, it was our first show with our band. It was a big, big deal. And I had to perform with, I'd broken my foot about 2 weeks before. And I had a cast on my leg up to here. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, I don't want to do my first performance as Veronicas with a cast on my leg. And they're like, you'll be fine, just sit on a chair, put your leg up. I'm like, how embarrassing, I'm not doing that. So anyway, I ended up getting the cast a black cast. So then I just put on a black boot on this leg. So it kind of looked like I had boots, kind of. And I was hobbling around the stage. It's the funniest thing. I hope no one has any sort of video footage from that ever. Terrible. The best. Yeah, they are. They kick ass. I mean, they're probably some of the best in the world. For us, I mean, they're just crazy.
Feels like I have always known you, and I swear I dreamt about you. All those endless nights I was alone. Like I've spent forever searching. Now I know that it was worth it. It feels like I am finally home. Falling head over heels, thought I knew how it feels, but with you it's like the first day of my life. 'Cause you leave me speechless when you talk to me. You leave me breathless the way you look at me. You managed to disarm me. My soul is shining through. Thank you so much. Everything to you.
Perhaps they get into the music. They really get into the music. And, you know, they just have like a different kind of energy. I mean, we played some shows in America as more of a support act. But I mean, they're not even as crazy over there as here. Maybe they're a little spoilt over there. You know what it is? I think they are. I think America's quite spoilt because of the amount of acts that are there. But like we said before, the celebrity is a bit bigger. So like if they see you on the street is a bigger thing for them than, you know, possibly seeing them in performance. But Australia's by far the coolest. Like they're just there for the music and for a good time, you know? We're so proud.
We're proud to be Australian. You know what the funny thing is when we were here and we were kind of based in Brisbane, it's like you just can't wait to get out. Like, you know, you're like, oh, I want to travel, I want to do this. As soon as you get out, you realise how awesome Australia is and how proud you are to be an Australian and how cool you are that you're Australian.
Popular as far as picking the songs for the dance group. It's always the Veronicas. So.
That's so cool. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Wait. Check this out. Ready? How old are you, beautiful? 9. I'm 21.
And she's 12 and I.
Ultimately, being able to kind of break America is the dream. I mean, it's always kind of the last place. It always takes the longest, you know. I guess what we're doing over there right now is we're touring a lot and trying to get, you know, all around the country and getting our music out there. I mean, we're prepared to put in the hard work. You know, we're living over there. We're really putting in a lot of time, and it's successful. It's going great, and we're just enjoying it. I mean, as long as we get to keep touring, and all that, it's, you know, we're happy girls.
We're feeling really good. That's the saying is an artist has their whole life to write their first album and 6 months to write their second album.
Exactly. You know, we're not feeling any pressure. I mean, the rest of this year is definitely going to be touring, dedicated to this album. Next year is kind of when we're going to be, you know, locking down and really concentrating on making the second record. And, you know, it's gonna be whatever mood we're in. It's gonna obviously be a little different from the first one because we've grown so much since then, and, you know, things have changed a little bit. Different influences, you know, different things. We've grown up a lot. You know, different things have happened in our lives, and yeah, so, I mean, who knows where the second record's gonna go. It's kind of exciting to think about. I guess we kind of just, our whole thing is we don't think about it too much. We just kind of go with the flow, and that's kind of what we've always done, and it seems to have worked so far for us, you know. So we're just going to keep on enjoying it and just see where it takes us, really.
See a plan come off as well as it's come off this time, and with great credit to everybody involved.